Iron Man does whatever an iron can. No, that's not Iron Man's theme song. Does Iron Man even have a theme song? I don't know. So how's it going? We are live here on YouTube with a superhero design. We went with Iron Man, one of the founding members of the Avengers. So Tony Stark is the fictional character in the Marvel Universe, commonly known by his alias, Iron Man. And Iron Man had his debut in the comic books in Tales of Suspense number 39, cover dated March 1963, and Iron Man was included in Avengers number 1, September 63. So yeah, just a few months later, the Avengers were formed using Iron Man. And Iron Man was a founding member of that superhero team. So Tony Stark is a wealthy son of a wealthy industrialist and head of Stark Industries. His father, Howard Stark, mother, Maria Stark. Tony was a bright kid. He entered MIT at the young age of 15. And after his parents are killed in a car accident, he inherits his father's company. During a kidnapping, he suffers a chest injury, and his captors attempt to force him to build a weapon of mass destruction. He instead creates a mechanized suit of armor to save his life and to help him escape his captivity. Later, Tony Stark develops his suit, adding weapons and other technical devices he designed through his company, Stark Industries. So he uses the Iron Man suit and successive versions to protect the world as Iron Man. And in the comics, he is a bit of a playboy character. They said that he was based on Playboy Howard Hughes. And he has no superpowers of his own as a person, but his Iron Man suit powered armor gives him superhuman strength, durability, flight, and an array of weapons that he can use. And I was always thinking, I know superheroes are imaginary, make-believe, but yeah, if only they could be real. And what do we see in superheroes that could happen in real life? So you have superheroes like Iron Man and Batman that are just normal mortal people wearing a suit. Batman's got more cunning and ability. Iron Man's got more technology. But what makes them so powerful is their ability to fight crime. And one thing, if you know about physics, force equals mass times acceleration. If you're going to punch something, his arm is inside this Iron Man suit, so he has to punch it with enough force to like knock it out of the park. And that means, like, in order to throw a baseball at 100 miles an hour, you have to get your hand moving 100 miles an hour. So in order to put a lot of momentum into an object and punch it or throw it very far, the arm inside the Iron Man suit needs to be moving faster than humanly possible. And that would be putting a lot of strain on his arm. This might be more common in Spider-Man movies, but there's always a damsel in distress falling from a great height, a tall building or something, and the superhero swoops down, catches the damsel inches off the ground, and flies away safely. And, you know, the impact of collision with the ground, that is painful because of the acceleration. Your body is moving very fast and suddenly decelerates to 0 miles per hour. It just sort of hits the ground and it has to shed all of that energy very quickly. So if a superhero catches you, that person is still changing direction very quickly. That's going to be a lot of force against their body. That really, in order for a superhero to save someone, they have to act like a parachute and slow them down gradually. You can't just catch someone inches off the ground and save their life. They're still moving at an incredible free fall rate, and that will be a painful impact, even if it is into the superhero's arms and not into concrete. So yeah, I was looking at some of the physics of superheroes and some of the things that you have to just suspend your disbelief. In order for a superhero to fly, you need action and reaction. So there needs to be their body has to be pushing, something has to like leave their body pushing them, and so like Iron Man has little jet packs that seem to be burning jet fuel. So like, where is Iron Man keeping all this fuel? How much does he have? He can only fit so much fuel in the space around a human's body. This is a printed Iron Man balloon. Yes, they make Avenger heads. It's not very boldly printed, so you can't really see the design all that well. It's not like Spider-Man that has big, bold lines. It's more of a dainty line, some fine line details. You have to be up close to see this as Iron Man. So yeah, they were saying like, in order for Superman to fly, his body is overcoming the forces of gravity, so like something has to be pushing. Gravity is pulling him down, so something has to be pushing him up. What is he using? Does his body like, he sucks in air through his lungs and like pushes air out of his feet to propel him forward? Yes, there is physics in the real world, and even if you're telekinetic, you have to somehow supply the energy to lift something up. That force has to come from somewhere. So yeah, where are these superheroes getting their powers? And Iron Man, you know, it's a human body inside this metal suit, and everything this suit does, the body is subjected to the forces of motion on the inside. So someone was commenting that there's a scene where you have Thor's hammer, and Iron Man, just wearing the Iron Man glove, tries to pick it up. It's like, in order for Iron Man, like Tony Stark, to do something, his body has to be strong enough. He doesn't have superhuman strength, so without the entire Iron Man suit, his arm alone is not super powered to pick up something heavy, because no one can lift Thor's hammer unless they are worthy. So yeah, I guess we're just all supposed to ignore physics. But you know, maybe if you get into comics and you're at that age, you could use that as an inspiration to learn math, science, and physics, and figure out what laws of physics are superheroes breaking. How does a superhero burst into flames? How does a superhero fly in the vacuum of space? You know, what would have to go on to make them work? That could be part of your inspiration to study the math and science and technology and pursue a degree in technology or engineering or science. Because the world definitely needs thinkers, people who can come up with creative new ideas. Yeah, we need people who could be carpenters and mechanics, but we need the inventors of tomorrow. So yeah, there is a lot to be said for the people with the creativity and the tenacity to study math and science in college. So yep, this is our Iron Man balloon. That was our Iron Man face paint, and just talking a little bit about Iron Man and superheroes. So until next time, see you later. Alligator. After a while, crocodile. Thanks for watching.